my God. Yikes. Hi guys, today I'm driving the all-new Hyundai IONIQ 6 for the first time. So let me just drive it and tell you how it actually feels on the road. Just like IONIQ 5, IONIQ 6 is based on the eGMP platform. But if you remember, IONIQ 5 used to be much taller and boxier looking. So if IONIQ 5 competed against something like Model Y, then this guy should compete against Tesla Model 3. So yes, very important guy for Hyundai. Before we start driving, let me just get the numbers out of the way. Like I told you, based on the eGMP platform, so you can get it as rear-wheel drive or with dual motor system, turning all four wheels. You can also get it with smaller battery or with larger battery, 77.4 kilowatt hour to be exact, and which produces about 239 kilowatts and 605 Newton meters of torque. We're still in normal mode. And even in normal mode, pulls very nicely. There's a fork collision warning right there, and instant torque never gets old. And you're probably hearing that active sound designs, but no worries, because you can also turn it off. Let me just show it to you. This is off. So, and there's a white IONIQ 6. It looks pretty good in white too. Yeah, I'm not gonna crash into the white one, okay? No worries. Can actually charge Hyundai IONIQ 6 both using 400 and 800 volt charging system, which means you can charge this guy from 10% to 80% within just 18 minutes. There's no EPA numbers just given yet, but I think you can expect to something like 400 miles when you guys get this sometime next year in North America, which is even better than Tesla's range. Should be quite nice. Price-wise, IONIQ 6 is going to be a little bit more expensive than IONIQ 5. You know, IONIQ 5 starts around $40,000 US in North America, so expect something like $42K US starting price, which is still less expensive than Tesla Model 3. Sitting position-wise, it feels very similar to Hyundai IONIQ 5 because, once again, because it shares the same eGMP platform. But because this guy is about 4.3 inches lower compared to Hyundai IONIQ 5, it feels like you're driving a coupe, you know, something like a Kia Stinger. If you remember, you know, Hyundai IONIQ 5 feels like you're driving something between a wagon and crossover. But this guy definitely feels like you're driving a sports coupe. Hyundai IONIQ 6 is actually about 6.2 inches over longer than a Tesla Model 3, but maybe because of the streamlined design, it doesn't feel all that large from inside. And same goes for visibility. Quite large car, but maybe because we have large windows all around and there's nothing blocking my line of sight. It's actually very easy to see out of the car. And we also have blind spots alert system, which is showing me Tesla Model 3, and you know, monitoring system, and also digital side mirrors. So there's lots of things, you know, helping me changing my lane. So it's very easy and pleasant to be driving Hyundai IONIQ 6. Yeah. I have a feeling it's going to handle very nicely today. So when we do get a chance, let's also check out the handling capability. And the interior looks very, very nice. Definitely better than Hyundai IONIQ 5, and especially in terms of the fit and finish and build quality, it looks much, much better than Tesla Model 3. You see, everything fits nicely together, nothing rattles, and just look at the layout and overall interior design. Looks much, much better. So guys, do let me know which interior design you prefer, you know, Tesla Model 3 or IONIQ 6. Let me know in the comment section, please. Okay, now let me just tell you how Hyundai IONIQ 6 actually feels on the road. You know, it's all electric vehicle, so it's very quiet to begin with. And right now we're driving on a highway, still very, very quiet because we have double laminated windows all around. And I think Hyundai paid extra attention for Hyundai IONIQ 6. So yes, it's much quieter even compared to Hyundai IONIQ 5. And really, something that really I like is that nothing rattles or squeaks inside here. Because if anything did, it would be very, very annoying and a very bad experience because everything's so quiet. And if something squeaks, it's going to be amplified. But as you can see, as you can hear, it's dead quiet inside. So I'm going to give this experience a 100 out of 100. Very comfortable, relaxing, and quiet as well. So yeah, this is the future. Okay, right now we're in normal mode. Even in normal mode, it pulls quite nicely. Right. And we have a total 3 drive modes: Eco, Normal, Sports. And when you do change, this Morse code actually responds. And when you do put it into Sports mode, it just changes its character. It pulls much harder and feels much more engaging. Probably uses a lot more battery, but it's alright because you can always turn it back to normal mode. So it's still very, very, it's same output as the Hyundai IONIQ 5 and Kia EV6, but this guy is actually a little bit lighter than Hyundai IONIQ 5, so feels a little bit more responsive. And we also have a sound generator. Right now it is off. This is smallest. It's a forward collision warning again. And moderate, largest. Small, moderate, largest. You know, I like it off, but let me know what you think about it in the comment section, and which one do you like? Smallest, moderate, largest. I'll just turn it off, but I guess Hyundai engineers thought, you know, they have to give something, right? Because it's so quiet. So smallest is not bad. At least you have something to hear, but I think largest is just too large, right? But pulls very nicely. Dual motor system, very nice. And really loving the dual mode lamp here. We have a red and purple going on here. Yeah, I would just turn it off or put it in smallest for the demonstration purposes only. Okay. And we also have paddle shifters over here, not to change the gears, but actually to change the intensity of the regen braking. You can go from 0 to 1, 2, 3 max, but my favorite is auto. If you just hold on to it, it's going to go into auto, and in auto mode it automatically changes the intensity of the regen braking. So it works like a half adaptive cruise control because it talks to the front radar sensor. So we'll actually go with the flow with the traffic by, you know, playing with the intensity, regen braking intensity. See, if there's a car in front, it's going to actually use the regen braking to slow down. So yeah, it's a very convenient system. Smart. Okay, looks like we have a bit of curvy road ahead, so let's check out the handling capability. And we have a little bit of uphill, no problem pulling. And one of the best thing about all electric vehicles is that we have a battery on the bottom, which really lowers the center of gravity. And this guy also comes with all-wheel drive system, so it's really even hard to make the tires scream. And even compared to something like IONIQ 5, because this guy's much lower, it just handles much better and just overall feels much more stable and really feels more secure. And the dual motor system just pulls like crazy. Oh, we weren't even in sports mode, we were in normal mode, so let's try it with sports mode. So in sports mode, definitely pulls harder. And oh, in sports mode, it lets you play a little bit. The ESC. Good brakes, good brakes. Wide left turn. Yeah. Just overall, with the lower center of gravity, it feels very stable. And like I told you, in sports mode, it lets you play a little bit like that. So I think even compared to Tesla Model 3, I think this handles very competitively. So I think we should get both IONIQ 6 and Tesla Model 3 and do a rematch. I think this guy will be very, very competitive, both in terms of the overall driving and in terms of the handling too. God, with lower center of gravity, and like I told you, this is about 4.3 inches lower off the ground compared to IONIQ 5. So I mean, IONIQ 5 handled pretty nicely too, but this just handles better and feels more secure, right? It just makes you feel like we can just do more with this car. Wow. So I mean, yes, you sacrifice headroom, but I'm 6'2", but it's pretty all right from the driver's seat. But yes, a little bit tight from back there. But all that, you know, less height translate into better handling and better drag coefficient, which means better range and efficiency and everything. So yeah, Hyundai, I think Hyundai thought, you know, they have a sort of crossover style with IONIQ 5. So with this one, let's go a little bit more sporty, and I do like it, and it's, so you can choose, right? Oh my God! Yikes! Right there, a little bit dangerous, but the ESC on everything, it's just takes corners very nicely, and the chassis feels really solid too, right? It's got battery on the bottom, so just takes it like it's nothing. And the brakes are nice. Overall, really, you can feel the lower center of gravity even compared to IONIQ 5. So yeah, I mean, if you want more sporty, stylish sedan / sports coupe style, this is gonna be the one. And even some people really don't like the you know, tall sitting position from a crossover. If you don't like that, this is gonna be a perfect solution, right? It's gonna be all feels like you're sitting in the car, right, rather than on the car, and the handling much better, and I think it's quieter too, because, you know, it's more better drag efficient coefficient as well. So yeah, so let me know if you own IONIQ 5, if you like IONIQ 5. Tell me what you think after, you know, you see me driving and showing you the car. So let me know, what do you think about IONIQ 6? That would be very, very interesting. And if you're also Tesla Model 3 Y owner, let me know, what do you think about IONIQ 6 in general. Okay guys, we have arrived to the turning point. I'd like to show you a few different exterior colors. This is, by the way, it looks much better under the sunlight. This, I don't know, it's like a blackish purple. So it looks pretty good. Personally, I do prefer the rear design compared to the front design. Front design a little bit reminds me of Tesla, but rear design and overall the streamlined designs, really I like it, and really liking the two LED bars at the rear. This one seems to be more like a, 안녕하세요. greenish, dark green, and the white one. White one looks pretty good. And this is our press car, a little bit, once again, greenish dark. Interior wise, my favorite is this bright gray color, because I know it's going to be a little bit more harder to clean, but you know, I have a Hyundai Palisade with gray, and you know, if you do it once in a while, it's pretty all right. So I personally like it with gray, but you can also get it with this color. Can you see? It's like a little bit burgundish brown. We'll take a picture and show it to you. And I think I saw a black one. No black. Okay, so red color too. Interesting. Oh, 죄송합니다. And this one looks more like a gray titanium. Yeah, and I'm surprised that they don't have with the gravity gold matte, because that's actually my favorite one. See, if you see the front, this sort of reminds me of a Tesla from the headlamp. But overall shape looks very, very nice. And let me just walk up to my car, because I want to show you park assist too. This actually comes with this key fob. It's actually it's the H logo. This is new key fob. You lock the car, and if you hold onto it, it's gonna wake up the car, not start the car, right? And there's two buttons right over here, and if you press it, it's gonna light up and back up. Hello. So it takes a little bit of time, but it's actually going to back up. And it's a safe system, because it's not going to run you over. So it's a very good. And Hyundai says this comes with remote park assist too. So it's going to actually read the lines on the bottom and steer it. So, but we do not have time for that. So let's just bring it back. But it's a very convenient. We have lots of tight parking spaces here in Korea. So I wish I had this in my Hyundai Palisade. Okay, so looks pretty good. So guys, do let me know which exterior color is your favorite. For me, gold gravity matte color with the gray interior. So overall, it looks pretty good. The trunk space, you open it like this. I think I showed you last time, but trunk space not so large. But there's also some hidden storage area on the bottom. Can also for the second row seats. How do we do that? We do it from here. Like that. So, okay, for other things, we're gonna save it for in-depth review. I'm gonna give you hopefully soon. So let me just use the restroom, and we need to head back because we need to shoot some B-rolls, and also other journalists are waiting for this press car, so we need to head back. Okay, so see you guys in a bit. See, that's what it looks like in the parking lot. It's a little dog running by. Okay. Oh. So red one in action. Red looks pretty good actually. See, charging port is located on the rear passenger side. Okay. So it makes that little sound to warn the pedestrians, okay? 합시다. We have a 3-stage heated and ventilation seats, heated steering wheel, wireless charging pad for your mobile phones, dual color ambient light and everything. So it's got pretty much everything, but we do not have wireless Apple CarPlay. It still requires a cable, so come on, Hyundai, give us wireless Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. Shouldn't be that hard for you guys, right? Come on. And all the window switches are located right on the center. After using it, you know, for some time, you get used to it, and that's why we get this very clean looking door trim with the Bose sound system. So yeah, it's pretty good. We get 2 cup holders and more storage area on the bottom, and also shelf type glove box. So overall, it's nicely put together. It's full automatic for every window, so yeah, it's pretty good. And on the steering wheel, it's got 4 dots. You know, in Morse code, it means H. And in Hyundai IONIQ 5, it's got nothing, but on the IONIQ 6, it's got interactive logo right here. So when you do change the drive mode, it'll actually respond. And if there's a car approaching from the rear, it's gonna also alert you, and it's gonna give you greetings when you're getting in and out of the car. So I think it's a very good idea. You feel more connected to your IONIQ 6, so pretty good. All right, sports mode, eco mode, normal modes. Like a kid car, right? Okay, now let me just show you adaptive cruise control working with lane keep assist. And as you can see, it's a very delicate one, placing the car right on the center and also keeping a safe distance with the car in front. It also has a stop and go functionality, so if the lead car stops, it will stop. The lead car actually stops too quickly, and so it also gave me forward collision warning as well. And if the lead car departs within 5 seconds, it's going to automatically follow, but it didn't, so I have to use control or accelerator, and it's gonna refollow the car. And as you can see, it does it very smoothly and seamlessly. So we have a little bit of curve coming. Yeah, of course, it's gonna say keep your hands on the steering wheel. As you can see, it's keeping a safe distance with the car in front, and it's gonna steer itself slightly to the left, and slightly. See if there's a broken line, it's not going to notice, but when there's clearly marked lanes, it's going to give you very good seamless steering input, and keeps a safe distance with the car in front. So I think this is going to be very good. You know, this car is very comfortable, quiet and everything. So if you just set the cruise control, adaptive cruise control, it's going to be very, very pleasant experience on the highway as well. But once you get bored, you can just put the car into sports mode and just drive like this. So you have so much option, so many options here. Okay. You didn't see me coming. We also have an 8-speaker sound system by Bose, so let me just let you briefly hear it. I do like the Bose sound system because it takes bass nicely and also sounds crisp. So yeah, that should be quite nice for your daily commutes and weekend drives. Alright guys, this has been our first drive with all new Hyundai IONIQ 6. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's hard to say just from a first drive, but I think this Hyundai IONIQ 6 will bring a good fight against the Tesla Model 3 when it gets launched in North America sometime next year. So thank you guys all for tuning in, and we'll be back with much more. So see you guys soon. Bye bye.